All right, what is going on? In today's video, I want to talk about how you can build strength and muscle using reverse pyramid training. This is personally my favorite way to train. It's my favorite training style. And I believe there's several benefits that you can get when you train this way. And I'm going to kind of get into what reverse pyramid training is and how to use it to build strength and to build muscle. See, if you have the goal to build a lean and strong and powerful and muscular body, then your number one goal in the gym is to get strong. It should be to get strong on key lifts in the 5 to 8 rep range, because this is where you are going to build the most strength and therefore where you are going to build the most muscle. Muscle is a byproduct of strength, and I believe that reverse pyramid training is the best way to go about building strength in the gym. It's effective for recruiting the most muscle fiber when you train this way. It is effective for tracking your strength. It makes it just very, very easy to track your strength workouts, track your strength numbers, track your PRs, and I'm going to kind of get into how that all happens and basically how to get that to work, and how to build strength and muscle with that. And so let's just talk about what reverse pyramid training is. So first of all, reverse pyramid training is where you basically essentially perform your heaviest working set first. So rather than building up to a heavy set like a lot of guys do in the gym, maybe they grab the 20s, they do 10 reps and then rest a minute, and then they grab the 25s and do another 10 reps. They rest a minute, and then maybe they grab the 30s or the 35s or something, but they're always kind of staying light. They're always just kind of doing this 3 reps or 3 sets of 10 or whatever. And maybe you have fallen guilty to that. I know early on in a lot of people's training and just going to the gym and whatnot, they kind of fall prey to this idea of 3 sets of 10, or they just don't really have this idea of how to train, how to track their workouts, how to get stronger. But with reverse pyramid training, what we do is we perform our heaviest set first after warming up, so that we are recruiting the most, we are getting maximum muscle fiber recruitment from the onset of our very first set. Because when you do a weight that you can only do for 5 reps, like it's a true 5 rep max that you are doing first, you are maximally recruiting your muscle fibers to come together and to force that weight up. Let's just say it's overhead press or incline bench press, and you're doing like a 200, 205, 210, whatever it might be, whatever your true 5 rep max is. Rather than building up to that weight, you're starting with that weight. And then what you're doing with reverse pyramid training is you are going to reduce the weight by 10% on each subsequent set and aim to get another 1 to 2 reps. So for example, let's just use 200 pounds for an example. Let's just say you are, you want to incline bench press 200 pounds for an all-out set of like 4 to 6 reps. So typically with reverse pyramid training, you're going to go 4 to 6 reps on your first set, 6 to 8 reps on your second set, and then 8 to 10 reps on your third set. Now, when you do this, let's just say you're going to go 200 pounds for, you're going to try to do an all-out set of 4 to 6 reps with absolute intensity, focus, and effort. Let's say you get 200 pounds for 4 reps. What you're going to do after that is you're going to rest for 3 minutes. You're going to reduce the weight 10%. So let's say you reduce it to 180 pounds for your second set, and then after resting for 3 minutes, you're going to try to get 6 to 8 reps now with 180. And then after that, let's say you get 6 reps, you're going to rest another 3 minutes, reduce the weight again by about 10%. So then you have 160 on the bar, and then you're going to try to get 8 to 10 reps with 160. So with RPT, or reverse pyramid training, you're starting with your heavy set first, resting 3 minutes, reducing the weight by 10%, resting another 3 minutes, reducing the weight by another 10 to 15%, and then you're done. You do 3 hard sets, you are recruiting maximum muscle, and you are giving all of your effort. You are putting all of your effort into every single set. But that first set, that first heavy set, is the money set. That is the personal record set. That is the set that you want to track. And you want to track all of it, but you want to try to beat that first set every single time you work out. So if you do 200 pounds this week on incline bench press, maybe next week for 4 reps, maybe next week you go for 5, maybe the week after that you go for 6, and then after 6 reps you're going to go to 205, and then you're going to start over from the bottom. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. So that's reverse pyramid training. You start with your heavy set first, reduce the weight, lighter set, reduce the weight, lighter set, rest for 3 minutes in between sets. This is the best way to build strength and to build muscle on your key lifts. Okay, so the second thing I want to talk about is how to warm up for reverse pyramid training. This is very important because you don't want to just, sit down and, put 200 pounds on the bar and then immediately, try to do an all-out set. Like, you're going to injure yourself. You're going to get hurt. So what you want to do is you want to start your first warm-up set with about 50% of your goal weight that you want to go for that heavy set. So if your goal weight for that heavy set is 200 pounds, then you're going to start with 100 pounds and do 6 reps. Rest about a minute to 2 minutes, and then you're going to put 70% of 200 pounds on the bar, and you're going to do 3 reps. And then rest another 1 to 2 minutes, and then you're going to do 90% of 200 pounds. So let's just say 180 pounds on the bar. You're going to do 1 rep, and then you're going to rack it, and then you're going to rest 2 to 3 minutes. I have found that this is my favorite way, the best way to warm up for my first heavy set of reverse pyramid training. I do 3 warm-up sets, 50%, 70%, 90%, so 6 reps, 3 reps, 1 rep, and this really helps to basically not fatigue myself before going into that heavy set. I'm going into that heavy set fresh and feeling really good and feeling really strong. Now, sometimes my warm-up sets might feel a little heavy. That could be a mental thing. It could just be I got a lack of sleep, whatever, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. Nonetheless, most of the time, like 99% of the time, this way of warming up for that first set, that first heavy set, that money set, that PR set, this is the best way to go about warming up for that set, so that I'm going into that set fresh and strong and ready to hit a PR. So that's the second thing. That's how to warm up. The third thing that you want to know, and I kind of alluded to this earlier, is that you need to know how to progress using RPT. You need to know how to progress using what is known as the double progression model. So with the double progression model, you're going to work within a certain rep range, and then once you hit the top of that rep range, you're going to increase the weight the next workout. So with reverse pyramid training, the way this works out, and this is kind of what I was describing earlier, let's say that you're incline bench pressing 200 pounds and you're going to go 4 to 6 reps, and then so you do 200 pounds, for 4 to 6 reps, 180 for 6 to 8, 160 for 8 to 10. Those are your 3 sets. As soon as you can get 6 reps, 8 reps, and 10 reps, so basically once you reach the top end of the rep range for each set, the next workout, you're going to increase the weight by 5 pounds on all of your sets and start back over at the bottom of the rep range. So 4, 6, and 8. And then maybe the next workout, you do 5, 7, 9. And then the workout after that, you hit 6, 8, 10. And so hopefully that makes sense. That's the double progression model. Once you reach the top end of that rep range, then you're ready to increase the weight by 5 pounds and start over at the bottom of the rep range. And then some weeks, when you increase the weight, you might actually hit a double PR. Let's say last week you did 200 pounds for 6 reps. And so this week your goal is to do 205, for 4 reps on incline bench press, but you might end up getting, 5 reps. You might end up getting 6 reps and hit a huge double PR where not only did you increase the weight by 5 pounds, but you also got more reps than you planned on. And so this is the best way to go about tracking your progression on your key lifts in the gym. This is my favorite way to do it. I've tried other ways and they just don't work for me. And so what I would encourage you to do what I'm going to encourage you to do is over the next month, just give RPT, give reverse pyramid training a try. Even if you're new to the gym, this is how I would, if you were brand new to the gym, this is exactly how I would get you to start lifting weights. Whether you were bench pressing, whether you were doing, lat pull downs or weighted chin ups, or, whatever key lifts you are working on to build your physique, overhead press, this is exactly how I would get you to start training. I would get you to start using reverse pyramid training. And this works for intermediate lifters. This works for advanced lifters. It doesn't matter. This is such an effective way to train for strength and for muscle. You're getting maximum muscle fiber recruitment with every single set. That's kind of one of the powerful things about it, is that even on those lighter sets, because you have already maximally recruited, your muscle fibers for that first heavy set, those subsequent lighter sets, you're recruiting even more muscle on the lighter sets than you would if you were to have used those lighter sets to build up to, that 200 pounds or, that heavy set. And so it's pretty cool, pretty powerful stuff. It's a really, really fun way to train, because every single week you're able to track your strength, from week to week. Last week I hit 200 for 4. This week I need to hit 200 for 5. The next week I need to hit 200 for 6. It's just such an easy way to track your strength progressions. And if you're going to build a lean and muscular body, you need to track your strength. You need to track these key lifts. And so that's what reverse pyramid training is. That's how you go about doing it. That's how you go about warming up. That's how you go about progressing on it. And so your action step, if I can call it that, the way that I would want you to apply this information is just to try it for the next month and see how it works. Test it out. Come back to this video, let me know in the comments, send me an email, DM me on Instagram, whatever you got to do, and let me know your results. I guarantee it. I guarantee your strength shoots through the roof with RPT. Even if you're starting out, you can gain so much strength. Even if you're already like an intermediate advanced lifter and you've never used this before, I guarantee you're going to start hitting some crazy PRs if you switch to RPT. I'm hitting PRs all the time in the gym using this method. Now, if you want help kind of putting this together into an actual routine where you are, doing these key lifts that I'm talking about, like incline bench press, weighted chin-ups, Bulgarian split squats, overhead press, Romanian deadlifts, I have put together a free 4-week workout routine for you that you can follow for the next 30 days, for the next 4 weeks, to build strength and muscle using reverse pyramid training. I've also got some other training styles that I've thrown in there that are really effective too, because I don't use RPT for everything. I only use it on certain key lifts. But I've put together a free workout routine as well as a nutrition plan to either lose fat or there's another nutrition plan in there where you can primarily build muscle, but I don't really recommend that unless you have already gotten to kind of a lean enough state to where you can start lean bulking. So if you go to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart, I'll also link to that below in the description. But if you go to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart, I will send you that free nutrition plan and workout scene to your email, and you can download it, read it, and start following that and start losing fat and building muscle over the next 30 days. You can lose your first several pounds of fat while you begin to pack on muscle and build up your shoulders and your upper chest, and start to develop your arms and build a bigger, wider back, and put on sleek athletic muscle to your legs. Not that big bulky look, but just that sleek proportion that I think looks really, really well, looks really good. And so that's it. Go to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart. Again, I'll link to it below. I hope that all made sense. Let me know in the comments below if you've used reverse pyramid training. Has it been effective for you? Did you learn anything from this video that you want to go apply? That's going to do it for today's video, guys. I will see you real soon in another one.